In this topic, we will cover organizational culture. Organizational culture is a system of shared values that distinguishes one organization from another. Research suggests 7 primary characteristics that together capture the essence of an organization's culture. The first is innovation and risk-taking, the degree to which employees are encouraged to be innovative and take risks. Google, if you've noticed, has an innovative culture. The second characteristic, attention to detail, is the degree to which employees are expected to exhibit precision, analysis, and attention to detail. The third is outcome orientation, which tells us whether management focuses on results or outcomes, rather than on the techniques and process used to achieve these ends. People orientation is the degree to which management takes into consideration the effect of decisions on people within the organization. The Southwest Airlines is famous for valuing its employees. Team orientation is the degree to which work activities are organized around teams rather than individuals. Aggressiveness is the degree to which people are aggressive and competitive rather than easygoing within the organization. Finally, stability is the degree to which organization activities emphasize maintaining the status quo in contrast to growth. Many government agencies focus on stability. A dominant culture expresses the core values shared by the majority of the organization's employees. Subculture tends to develop in large organizations to counteract common problems, situations, or experiences. In a strong culture, the organization's core values are intensely held and widely shared. The more members who accept the core values, the stronger the culture is. One specific outcome of strong culture is lower turnover, which means less people tend to leave the company. A strong organizational culture also increases behavioral consistency so it can substitute for formalization. Culture performs a number of functions within an organization. First, it has a boundary-defining role, creating a distinction between one organization and another. Second, it conveys a sense of identity for organization members. Third, culture makes it easy for organization's members to develop commitment. Fourth, it enhances the stability of the organization's social system. Culture is the social glue that bonds or holds the organization together by providing appropriate standards of behavior for its employees. Culture can also be a liability at times. How can that be? When the shared values are not in agreement with those that will further the organization's effectiveness, it can create a liability. A strong culture can also make it hard for members to fit in who are different in obvious ways such as race, gender, or disabilities. Finally, a strong culture can be a barrier for acquisition and mergers. So, how does culture begin? An organization's current customs, traditions, and way of doing things largely reflect what has been done before. The founders traditionally have a major impact on setting the culture. 3 forces play a major role in sustaining culture. These are selection process, top management actions, and how people are socialized. This is how new people who are coming into the organization are socialized. Finally, no matter how well the organization recruits and selects new employees, it must help them adapt to its culture. This adaptation process is known as socialization. Socialization has three stages. First is known as the pre-arrival stage. The encounter stage is second, and then the metamorphosis. How do organizations transmit their culture? Well, these are done by stories, rituals, material symbols, and of course, one employee telling the other what they've known and experienced. Here's one last point about culture. The context and strength of a team's culture influence the ethical behavior of its members. The organizational culture most likely to shape high ethical standards is one that is high in risk tolerance, low to moderate in aggressiveness, and focus on means as well as outcomes. What can managers do to create an ethical culture? They should be visible role models, communicate ethical expectations, provide ethical training, visibly reward ethical acts, and provide a safe forum for employees to discuss ongoing ethical dilemmas.